Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Dmitry back again, and in this video we're gonna review a Millennial Money episode for a lady who lives in Georgia for about 81K a year. So this is gonna be interesting. This is the first time doing that, and see what's going on and what financials she's dealing with, and see what's going on. Is there financial benefits of her living the way she lives or anything like that? So let's get it started and see what's going on there.
I really started to get into finances when I hit my version of rock bottom. So that was when I had so much debt that I couldn't afford to live. I overdrafted my account. I was going into further debt every single month, and I knew I needed to make a change. My name is Layla Cartfrush. I'm 28 years old. I make about $81,000 a year, and I live in Decatur, Georgia. It was very normal for my family to have debt, so that is something that I carried into adulthood. I was 18, that's when, of course, I took out my first student loans, and at the time I was just living with my dad, and he was the one who was helping me out financially. He did have a little bit of money saved up in a CD account for me to go to college, but I would say it was just a few thousand. After about 3 years, I realized I no longer wanted to be a dentist, so I decided to stay in the biology field and just decided to go into environmental research. And I reached $82,200. This was made up of my student loans, my car, credit cards, and then money that I owed my sister to co-sign a car with somebody I was in a relationship with at the time. And things were good for some time, but ultimately, this turned into the worst financial mistake I've ever made. I cried a lot. It was just very stressful overall. I did end up taking this person to court. I was garnishing their wages at one point, so I took a loss on that one, but I'm so grateful that that is no longer in my life anymore.
All right, so let's get into the nitty gritty of the situation there. Good God Almighty, this is a lot of taking. So, to see, this is, well, she's good young lady, so she's working, and as I can see, there's a lot of that we can take in on what is she actually trying to accomplish. So I think I saw the picture there where it's on the move for financial independence, so debt-free. What I like about this picture is that there's actually a goal there, and then she actually goes there and making her way into the debt-free situation there. So she's about, well, 20K at that point of time, or about, just about. So nonetheless, so yeah, obviously student debt is tremendous burial and everything, so it's just, yeah, it's hard for students in this country and in the United States. So there's a lot of that happening. One of the key takeaways, I mean, hey, let's be real, this is it. Like, nothing is really crazy there. It is what it is, like you need to go to the college, you need to go there and accomplish some of the things. But if you want to get to the place where, like, she was actually going to the biology field, so yeah, obviously she needed a higher education than that, like in the university or whatnot, so to achieve her dreams and whatever, right? So obviously things like that is a little bit chaotic, but in her situation, I would say, yeah, it's medical field is a little bit challenging, I would say, because, yeah, I mean, there's quite few options. I'm not sure from the, like, tap and get go, like, if there's any other solution she could do or anything like that. But what I know for sure is that if there's any other field, right, that needs to be that you want to work in, or you're considering like computer science or whatever, or a thing like that. Like for example, I'm in computer science, right? I work in IT and all that. I just love to do the videos like that. But nonetheless, in IT field or whatever. So for example, in my situation, you as a person, like you can go overseas and study there in a computer science. Like for example, South Korea is a good place to be in. It's not a promotion or anything, it's just a consideration that is twice less money needs to be paid in there comparing to United States and being a student here. You know, it's a prestige universities in South Korea that gets less money than here. And yeah, it's obviously a good position, but in her situation, yeah, it's a medical field, and in the United States it's a little bit particular here and needs to be covered and everything like that. So not sure if she could have bypassed that or anything like that, but thing might have needs to be considered there, so, and things of that nature. So challenges, student loan, obviously, yeah, becoming a dentist, changing the profession is a little bit, it's, everybody can go through with it, like obviously, like I'm like, thankfully I didn't change the profession that I stayed in computer science. I'm still in computer science and things like that. I'm changing it within like during the time, so it's not really financially impactful to me in per se, but yes, it is can be impactful since you're changing a major and everything like that. So she needs to put more, study more things again and again and again, so her to continue to grow, obviously, everything like that. So not sure about the purchase a house apart here. So it's a interesting decision because, well, she purchasing a house even being in a debt is a little bit, I'm not sure if it's a good position here, because it's very impactful, and that's like she said, she was not on the paper there, so she just did the down payment. So, and that was also a big leap. I'm glad that her and her sister had a good relationship, and they were able to, went through this and sustain it and live there and all that. But sometimes things happen, not in her situation, but sometimes like it's not really sometimes can be really burdensome with the family members and things like that. So just considering, but might be a little bit situation there. So not in her situation, but just in general. So just might be cautious there. Purchasing a house, contribute 3K, even with the debt, so that she had. So it's a little bit there, but card is paid off. So like I said, so she was going through the section here in that chart, so we could see that she's going down in her debt. So that is a good thing. So if she was able to do that, purchasing a house without impacting that goal, complimenting her, very good, way to go, girl. Obviously, buying a car with her ex or things like that, it's very, very not a good decision there. I mean, she obviously took it to heart, like she went through it. There's financial loss, obviously, like you trust a person, obviously there's something not working out, but just in general. So like personally, my opinion in that, I would never, like personally, if I'm not in a and I'm 100% sure in the person and things like that, I would not go. I mean, if she did that, but I mean, the situation is there, but obviously it's a wrong decision, and in any case it's kind of like it's uncharted waters. Like you're not married, you're not anything, there's nothing binding you legally, right? So it's a little bit there. So, and to actually go through all this and just I mean, she had a financial loss, so I guess lessons learned and continue to live in. But hey, so let's continue.
Or checking my bank accounts To me, it's not stressful. That's just normal and what I prefer to do, but I could definitely see how other people can perceive that as a problem. I do believe it's important to invest while paying off debts. So the bulk goes to my debt, and then I do put about $300 per month toward my Roth IRA. And then the last area is my 401k. So with my new job.
All right, let's take a look for here for a second. So rent and utilities 1600, about just about. So she purchased a house, but living there, so she rents it out. So technically, if she put that 3 grand in there, so they purchased a house, I'm not sure if it's considered. So it's a this is where it kind of gets a little bit strange for me, because like you consider rent and utilities and consider it is not a mortgage. So if she's not on a title, so she's technically renting out. So I'm not sure why they're purchasing a house when then so basically putting away 3 grand. So, and how is it gonna work out to your benefit? I mean, I'm glad that they're working out and sister in good relationship, but hey, so from a financial standpoint, you're putting 3 grand there, and you renting out, and it's not putting your things into, like, you know, for interest and principal away. So it's like there's no benefit like putting a down payment and then live there and then you're still renting out. So it's a little bit strange there. So I would reconsider like putting the 3 grand there, because you're just renting. So why would you rent and then why would you just not rent it like on your own and just save those 3 grand? So anyway, just discretionary. So what do we got? Entertainment, travel, clothing, charitable donations, pet expenses. Pet expenses, yeah, pet expenses can be in there. Can take a lot of stuff. So entertainment, travel, clothing, that's per month. Yo. So that's a lot of travel and entertainment. That's a lot of it. So there might be consideration to put those a little bit, reduce that. So pet expenses can be a lot. I cannot argue there, but clothing, charitable donations, entertainment can be reduced a lot with there. So it's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit high amount on my perspective. Student loans, right? So I would actually, you know, instead of just like eliminate. I mean, obviously we need to have lives, right, and everything like that. But you know, since she's in a payout mode and debt-free mode, yeah, I would consider entertainment, travel, and clothing. Well, travel, okay, so it might be just the work and travel and all that. Clothing and donations, okay, I'm cool there. But clothing and entertainment can be reduced a lot, and then just moved here, because just pay it out. Just pay it out. Kick that loan in the butt. So just, yeah. Insurance, yeah. It is what it is. Savings, good. So savings are there. So there is a storehouse. It's good. It's good. Investments, good. This is good. So typical monthly budget. Food, okay, I can see this is fine. I mean, yeah, considering if she cooks inside and everything like that. So, but yet again, so this is a little, well, that's actually okay. I think it's yeah, it's a lot, about like 100 maybe a week, things like that. Buying here and there meat and all that. So it's I think that's feasible there. So business expenses, so this is tax returns and things like that. So this is a little bit web hosting, email service. So there is a side hustle. So there is that. So okay, so I hope there is income from that, and I think that they mentioned there is an income for that in the beginning. Transportation. It's kind of strange, because the travel here mentioned here, and then there's a transportation here. So what's the difference here? Because I guess travel for entertainment. If that's the case, yo, gotta be reduced right there. Medical expenses, okay. Subscriptions, okay. Netflix, Spotify, Lingo, Pi. I'm not a proponent of those things, honestly. So if you can save a buck anywhere you can, go for it. So if like Netflix, Spotify, again, subscription there, I literally don't know, unless it's for business, seriously, unless it's like keep running the meaningful like videos, or not videos but the music and everything like that for the business without the ads and all that. Yes, but seriously, it's just an ad, just skip it. You don't need to pay for this. Like Netflix, again, it takes as much as like, every buck here and there is just from perspective of saving and kicking that butt here right there in the loan perspective. Yeah, it's just from that perspective. I think some of the things can be reduced, repurposed, and yeah, so just better financial situations. But hey, let's continue.
I will be contributing 6%, and then they match that 6%. I would say I spend about $400 per month or so on groceries these days, just because the prices have gone up, but also because I purchase organic produce primarily now, just for health purposes. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in early October, and things kind of just got worse from there. Overall, being diagnosed with this and just having the most physically and mentally painful year of my life really shifted how I look at life. So the small problems that I would face on a daily basis don't seem so big anymore. And to me, it's just about my health, and I want to prioritize being healthy. I probably was 21. And I started lifting in the gym, and with that, your body really transforms. And I became really interested in just health, fitness overall, but also I liked the mental benefit from it.
Hey everyone, so I hope you guys like my new scenery. I love doing my eyebrows. So this is a NYX nude matte shadow called Betrayal.
I graduated with my master's in biology in December 2016. And I actually wanted to become self-employed or an entrepreneur. I wanted to take my blogging full-time, my YouTube channels. I have quite a few side hustles. I do have 2 YouTube channels now, one focused on finances and then one for my just lifestyle. And then I also have 2 blogs based on the same topics. In 2021, I made over $15,000 from everything. I do expect that to grow for 2022 and going forward. I did do a no spend year in 2020, which helped a lot with my journey, but overall, I just got a lot tighter with my budget. So I made sure to keep track of every dollar that went in, every dollar that went out. I don't always stick 100% to my budget. I actually never do, but it's very important for me to keep somewhat of a structure, so I'm keeping my spending in check, and I definitely know where I want to spend my money, what I want to prioritize in my life to make me happy.
By the time I'm 30, I should be debt-free in regards to my student loans and everything else. I would like to purchase some property, whether that's for myself to live in or to flip or to rent. I do want to be financially independent overall, probably by 40 to 45. The most important lesson that I learned about money is that you should always do your own research. You have to do what is best for you and based off of your own knowledge and decisions.
Wow, this is great. Fantastic roll up, fantastic finish, fantastic idea, everything. So what I love about the whole takeaway stuff, growth mindset, I love this. Man, this is great. So key takeaway, she got this first. Go girl. I love the side hustle. Like and subscribe for everything, like good vibes and everything to your YouTube channel and everything of that nature. So keep it going. You got this. So love the idea that you're doing. Everything is just, lessons learned, and this is the main part. Lessons learned is there. Lessons learned is awesome. So just continue, don't give up. But hey, to everyone that watching, so you guys obviously in the mood, in the vibe, and everything that you guys watching here. So key takeaway, so she got this idea, so she decided to go debt free. Awesome. She learns from her mistakes in the financial world, and then she keep going 2 and 3, and then so she's like continue to grow. So she continues to eliminate those unnecessary stuff. So the key phrase that she mentioned, so she considers not every dollar, but she keeps in mind that what's going on. So she ties up her budget, she ties up all that. So the thing that we consider here that she mentioned to us, right? So rent, utilities, I think that it's already changed. I'm not sure if it's changed, but at the time of that video, but if that was the case, there are things that can be worked on, but overall fantastic. So I mean, there's not so much anything that can be looked negatively, I would say. So overall it's pretty much set. This one a little bit strange to me because it was a mortgage and all that overall, but yo girl, this is awesome. Keep going. Love the video. Everything is like what's there in there. So a side hustle, unbelievable, great. So for everyone that watching, so love you all. So let's wrap it up and consider what's going on in the video. All right, so everyone, we just watched the Make It video. Let me know what you guys think about this video in particular in the comments below. But I love the video, and I think I'm gonna continue to review those type of things like that. I love this because we can review actual experience for the people and what they actually do with the money, and see what they can reduce it, see what can be done, they can be done differently. Like for example, so she was considering university. She was doing going university in the United States. Great, you pay 30K a month or a year, or 50K a month in a bad situation. Well, in okay situation, and best situation is 30, right? Well, I know some universities like that, but then again, so there are things considered outside of US, so such universities like South Korea, or in Europe somewhere even. So that gives same education or public education, right? So there's some of them are just free. So things to consider like that. So I love the idea, and hey guys, this is amazing. I learned a lot, so hope you guys learned a lot. So like and subscribe my video. Thank you guys for watching again, and that was Dmitry. See you next time. Bye bye.